At the end of every year, I always try to pay attention and see what I'm grateful for in the last year, the things that have happened to me or that the decisions I made, for instance. And I decided that this year I would tell you about it. So this year, in no particular order, I'll make this little list here. So this year, first of all, I am grateful for the investments that I made in equipment for my art. My studio space that feels comfortable and inspiring. So if you do want to collaborate in this upcoming year, let me know. And if you're in Montreal, come down to the Munda Lab and make some art, music, video, photography. I'm open to just about anything. So that's one thing I'm grateful for, is the Munda Lab here. The other thing that I'm grateful for would be those who took the time and reached out to me regarding musical projects or other projects, even if I wasn't in a frame of mind to accept them. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you thought of me. And to the generous François Kader, I didn't forget you. Just give me a bit of time. I'm finally getting back on the musical horse, and you'll hear from me early this new year, for sure. Now, the investments I made for my health, including rest, learning how to recuperate physically, because I've never been really good with that. I'm almost vegan. My diet's pretty close to vegan. I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking weed. I get regular sleep. I get regular exercise. That made a major difference in my life. So for sure, I'm grateful for that. Now, I'm grateful for making my home feel comfortable and more representative of myself. I found new stability after being a nomad, and it's the first time that I've actually felt at home in many, many years. I never thought that that would be so therapeutic. Nomad life is pretty crazy and taxing on the body, and I had to stop moving around to understand that fully. Now, I'm also grateful for having the time to really reevaluate my life and remove toxic relationships. Now, whether that be online or in person, along with creating healthy boundaries, that was definitely necessary in this year, because I have a tendency of not paying enough attention to that, and it winds up biting me in the ass later on. Now, the other thing I'm grateful for is having a time to create a blank slate to work with. Now, whether that would be with my work, which I'm in this new year looking for work, so, think of me if you're hiring for something. I'm a jack of all trades. My music, I have no real musical projects right now, other than some new tracks I'm working on my own. Blank slate regarding my apartment. I did the whole rehaul of the place, so that made a big difference in my life. And I'm also grateful for having a closer relationship with my parents. And hopefully in this next upcoming year, I'll actually record some music with my dad. Mainly thanks to him, I've been playing music my whole life. I started when I was 8.5 when we bought the very first keyboard, which actually is this keyboard. If I scrooge down over here, this is the very first keyboard I ever played on. It's a miracle that I actually still have it in my hands. Now it's about time that me and my father would record music together, seeing he got me into it. Now, I'd like to say I'm really grateful for having the support of my bros. My buddy Alain, Sebastien, Simon, you guys have been there for me this last year. Thank God you were there. Probably a big reason why I still have my mind. And that would be another thing that I would like to point out. I'm grateful for recognizing my own strengths this past year, especially. Like I told a good friend of mine just recently, you've got to be one tough motherfucker to stay sane in the new world we're living in. I live alone. I don't have pets, children. I don't have a lovely lady in my life. I don't even have a plant in this house. I'm alone 99% of the time, and very few people actually reach out to check in on me. The fact that I'm always in a good mood and still have an active creative mind through all of this, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is pretty damn astounding. So, big pat on the back for me for not totally losing it this year. And on that note, I'd like to wish you an awesome new year. And I hope you do things that'll push you past your limits in a good way. Peace out, everybody. Have a good new year. I'm out of here.